The soldiers and airmen of Washington's organized militia are a proud and hard-working group of men and women. Just look at them. Constantly training to maintain their skills as the guardians of Washington. Training for times of peace and times of war. Always sharpening their skills for when disaster strikes. These patriots come from all walks of life. Some are doctors, lawyers, students, and teachers. They are part-time service members, but full-time patriots. The year 2016 has been an exciting time in the Washington Air National Guard. They work tirelessly, keeping our inventory of vehicles on the road and in good working order. They filled the bellies of hungry service members with healthy and nutritious food. Kept our government agencies talking through state-of-the-art, computerized information systems. They even got to spend some quality time with friends and family at the beach, in a day full of sunbathing and boat racing. A typical day in the Washington Army National Guard was no different. What summer is complete without spending some time at Yakima Training Center, learning the techniques to combat wildland fires? Back-breaking work for sure, but necessary coming off of 2 consecutive record-breaking fire seasons. And who would be crazy enough to jump out of a perfectly good aircraft? Why, these guys, of course. Your special operations teams are always hard at work on the ground and in the air. Let's not forget about those soldiers who went head-to-head competing to be the top dog in the state. These soldiers sure put up a good fight. But with all that practice and drilling, nothing could have prepared them for what was about to come next. The national-level exercise that took the state by storm. How can one prepare for the unknown and the unknowable? Through countless hours of brainstorming, planning, rehearsing, and executing. That's how. Soldiers and airmen teamed up with their civilian and active component counterparts to execute the largest disaster preparedness drill Washington has ever seen. More than 20,000 people from all over the state came together to practice what they would do in the event of an earthquake and tsunami. Quick, what would you do if an earthquake hit while you were at work? Why, these airmen practice life-saving first aid techniques. What if you were stranded in one of the many islands in the Puget Sound? Well, these soldiers ferried vehicles and supplies to isolated citizens with the help of a water barge. How would secluded citizens get much-needed life-sustaining supplies? These soldiers practice sling-loading large quantities of food and necessities. But what would happen if you were stranded on a rooftop with water all around you? These brave citizen soldiers now know how to lift you to safety with a helicopter and hoist. What would happen when hospitals are overloaded with patients? These medical workers now know how to safely triage and treat these contaminated citizens who desperately need medical attention. These were just a few of the many activities that happened during this massive drill. The people of Washington can rest easy knowing that the citizen soldier and airmen of the Washington National Guard stand ready to respond on a moment's notice.